Hello everyone, today we will see how to create this website, ice cream website. This is my home page, this is the icon, this is the home page. I am having this hover effect on each of this. I have styled my first letter and the first line. I have given different style for this one. Here also I have given the same. I have changed the font family. I have given some different fonts. This is about us page. I have one image and I have some text here, and these styles are same for all the headings. This is flavors, and you can see here some ice creams and you can see different kinds of flavors. If I click on this, you can see these are going above. Now articles, these are some articles. If I click on this, I'm getting this shadow and this effect. And if you want to book, this is placing the order, and we have to enter the name, email address, the mobile number, password, and if you want to book now, it will be redirected to flavors and you can select whatever flavors you want. And if you click on read more, this will, you can see the articles here. You can see the animation here. It's, if I bring this is getting filled and the text color is getting changed, and I'm getting the shadow effect as black. Before it is pink, now I'm getting as black. I have one horizontal line. And contact us, this is my footer. I have this style, I have this map and the timings. This is some text here, and these are the icons. If I click, you can see the animation effect. You can see this effect. My color is getting changed and my border is getting changed, and it is moving to left side. So let's just create this one. This is the home page, about us, flavors. See, the text shadow is also getting changed and it's moving above. These are the articles. You can see the text shadow and it's moving below. Book now, and the contact us page. So let's create this one. I have created one folder called ice cream website. Inside that one I have pasted some images. I have two files, index.html and style.css, and inside this link file I have font awesome link used to change the styles of my text. So let's just open this one. Open with VS Code editor. You can see this. I'll just increase the font size. Inside index.html I'll be writing this basic structure of this. I'll just reduce a little bit. I'll change my title. Link CSS file. Come to style.css. Here write this basic. Padding 0, margin 0, and box sizing to be border box, so that the text will not take any extra space around it. Here I'll open this. I'll copy this font awesome link. I'll paste it here. Just go to Google and type Google Fonts and select whichever fonts you want and paste the link here, or directly you can import it. I'll close this sidebar, Ctrl B, and increase the font. Inside body, I'll create one section tag. I'll give the ID as header. Inside my section, I'll create two divs into two, and for the first div, I'll give the class name as navbar. And for the second div, I'll give the class name as text header or header text. You can give the names according to your choices. Now inside this div, I want one image. I'll give the source as images, and I'll give ice1. I'll give the class name as image logo. Here I'll create one nav tag. Inside that I'll create UL list. I want 6. So this is the emit. Now inside this one, inside my anchor tag, I'll write home. And this div is closed. I'll copy this header, come to style.css and paste the header here. For that header, I'll give width as 100%, height as 100 view height. I'll give background linear gradient. I'll give RGBA value. I have some values I'll write here: 253, 4, 158, and I want the opacity to be 0.5. I'll give here RGBA. I'll give one more color, that is white. 255, 255, 255, and the opacity to be 0.84, I'll copy this. Here it is comma. I'll copy this one. I'll paste it here. Save this. Come here and copy the path. Open Chrome. Paste the path here. You can see our image here and a section tag here. The gradient pink, white, and pink. What we have given here, you can see the nav bar here. Here I'll give one background image URL. I'll give this one images. This one, and I'll give as no repeat. I'll give background size, cover, and background position to be, I want the image to be in center and it should be fixed. Save this and refresh this. You can see the background image has come. Here you can see this one. Here I will create one CSS variable. You have to create variables like this: colon, root, and this one double hyphen. I'll give navbar color, my variable name, and I'll give the color as RGB 252, 5, 108. Variables are used so that you don't write the same color all the time. You can just write this variable name and this color will be taken by that variable. Come to index.html. Now copy this and paste the class here. That I'll give width as 100%, height I'll give 90 pixel, position to be fixed, top I'll give 0. Save this. You can see, if I refresh, you can see my navbar, it just came and it disappeared. I'll show you. I'll just remove this one image. You can see my navbar has come here, top 0. Now I'll give my navbar as display flex so that it will come in horizontal. Align items to be center. Now if I remove this comment, and if you see, my image and my navbar has come in the horizontal line. I'll just close this and I'll write here justify content. That should be space between. Now if you see, I got the space here. Now I'll copy this image logo. I'll come here, I'll paste the class here. For that I'll give width as 60 pixel, height 60 pixel, border radius to be 50%, margin I'll give top and bottom 15 pixel, left and right 60 pixel, border I'll give 3 pixel, solid black is 000. I'll give some box shadow, 2 pixel horizontal, 2 pixel vertical, 5 pixel blur, and I'll give the shadow color as black. You can write here, you can give the color using variable name. You can see the box shadow and our logo is here. We got the background image here. We have our nav bars here. Now let's style our nav bar. Copy this and below this paste the nav bar here, and I'll write the pseudo element after. I'll give content to be empty, background color I'll give some RGB, some values like 3, 3, 3. I'll give opacity to be 0.5, display block I'll give position absolute, top 0, height to be 100%, width also to be 100%. Save this. Now if I refresh, you can see that color here, but it is front. I want that behind. This we have given this pseudo element because our text value will have the color without affecting the opacity of the background. Only the background will be changed. I'll give set index to be -1 so that it will go behind. Save this. Now you can see the image has come and the text has come, it has gone behind. I'll copy this nav, I'll paste my nav here, and inside that I'll style my UL. For UL I'll give margin 15 pixel from top and bottom and 60 pixel from left and right. I'll give display flex so that my list items will come in horizontal line, one single line. Now you can see they are on top of each other. Now they are on side of each other. Here nav inside UL, inside list, I'll give list style to be none, list style type to be none, so that the dots will go. I'll give padding 4 pixel from top and bottom, 10 pixel from left and right. I'll give margin right around 5 pixel. Just format this, save this one. Now you can see the colors have gone. We have got the margin here. You can see margin. Now I'll copy this, I'll paste it here. I'll style my anchor tag. I'll give text decoration to be none, font size 20 pixel. I'll give color as white. Text shadow. Text shadow is basically adding outline to my text. -0 0 and #00, that is black color outline. I'll give 0 1 pixel black color. Again I'll give 1 pixel 0 and black. 0 -1 pixel and black. So if you save and if you see now, you can see you have got the outline and the color, text color. The font size has been changed. Now I'll give font family to be cursive. Save this. You can see the font family has changed now. Now for this I want hover effects. I'll copy this, I'll paste it here. I'll give the hover. I'll give border radius. Control Z. Border radius 30 pixel. Background color. Background color to be black. And border none. If I refresh, see, you can see the hover effect here. I'm getting the border radius, background color and border as none. Now I'll add hover effects to my anchor tag, that is my text. I'll copy this, I'll paste it here and I'll give the hover. Whenever I hover, I want some styles to be changed. I'll give color. Now I'll use my CSS variable. I have variable should be written like this, navbar color. I'll give text shadow. Text shadow, I'll just copy this one. I'll paste it here and instead of this black, I'll give my navbar color, this one. I'll paste it here. I'll remove all black. Now you can see my text color is not getting changed and my border is black color. Now I'll refresh this. Now come to index.html. Inside my header text, I'll create one paragraph and I'll give the ID as text1 and I'll write some text. Create one h1 tag. Inside that I'll write I scream. Now I'll create one more paragraph and I'll give the ID as text2. I'll write some text here. Come here and refresh it. You can see our text here. Life is like an ice cream I enjoyed before melts, and ice cream, and one more heading here. Copy this, come to style.css and paste the class here. For that I'll give position as absolute. It will be relative to body. Position as absolute. Top I'll give 50%. Left 50%. I'll give transform translate -50%, comma -50% so that it will come in the middle. I'll give padding 20 pixel. Save this. Now you can see my text has come here and I have got the padding of 20 pixel. I'll paste the class here. Inside that I want my text1. I'll write here hash control V and hash V. I'll change this to 2. For that I want font size 18 pixel, font family I'll give as caution script. If your browser is not supporting this, then it should support cursive. I'll give text align to be center. Save this. Now after refreshing, my font has changed to cursive. It has not taken the caution script, so better I'll come here, I'll remove this font awesome link what I pasted before. I'll just come here, open new tab, I'll write Google Fonts. You'll be getting this. Click on the first link. Here, whichever font you want, type that font name. Caution script I got here. Click on this, and here select this style, and here you will get the link. Copy this link and paste it here, and also you will get what to write in the CSS font family. Copy this, come to style.css and paste it here. I'll just remove this, I'll paste that one, save this and also save this. Now come here, close this, and if I refresh, you can see my font has been changed. Now I'll copy this header text class, I'll paste it here, and for my H1 I'll take one more font, the font name as dancing script I got here. Same way, copy the link, select any style, I'll select this one, I'll copy this link, or you can directly import, select this import, you will get this and import in your style inside style.css. Here I'll paste my link here, and also I'll copy this CSS font family. Inside this I'll paste it here. Now come here. Now if you refresh, you can see my font has been changed. I'll give font size 160 pixel so that it will increase the color. I'll give text align center, color of that to be variable, I'll give this one navbar color, and text shadow I'll copy from here, this one, copy this and I'll paste it here. Save this. Now if you refresh, you can see my color of the text, and it is font size is increased, and the text shadow, that is basically the outline for the text. If you give these values, you will get the outline for text. Now I'll change my first letter, I'll copy this, I'll paste it here, I'll write the pseudo element first letter. For that I'll give color as white. Text shadow, I'll copy this one, Control C, and I'll paste it here. Instead of -1, I'll give -4. Instead of 1, 4. Here also I'll change, and here you can take multiple cursors by using Alt key. I'll refresh. You can see my first text color is been changed, and the shadow is this color, nav, that root variable element. Inside this, copy this class, paste it here, and for text 2 I want to change the first line. color as variable navbar color. I'll give margin top 30 pixel and text shadow. I'll copy this, Control V, and instead of this I want white color. I'll just take multiple cursors using Alt key, write FFF. Now this line will be changed now. Now you can see the text shadow is white and the text color is this color. Now as you can see, my header is complete, that is my home page is complete. If I click this one, I'm not redirecting, so I'll just come here, I'll increase the font, and here I'll give that href, I'll give my ID name, that is whatever I have given here, this one header, I want this one here. Save this, Control S. Now if I click this is, see, you can see here header, hash header. Before that, Control Z, save this. After I refresh, you can see now header I don't have here, so I'll write this ID here. Now let's create an about us page, and I'll give my ID as about us. So here below section I'll write one comment, I'll write the comment as about us. Here I'll create one section, I'll give my section name ID as about us. Inside that section I'll create one div and I'll give my class name as title text. Here I'll create one h1 tag and I'll give about us. Now inside my section I'll create one more div and I'll give the class name as about text. Inside this I'll create two divs and I'll give the class name as about image. Inside this I'll create one image tag, I'll give the source as images and I'll give something, say ice8 dot. I'll create one more div and I'll give the class name as about text. I want some paragraph, I'll write here lorem 200. So this is the dummy text. Save this, come to Chrome and refresh this. You can see the image about us text here, the image here, and the paragraph what we have written. Now let's style our about. Copy this ID. Before this write one comment as about us. Below this I'll paste the ID here. I just want to close this inside my paragraph tag. Now for about us ID, I want width as 100%, height 100 view height, background I'll give linear gradient, and I'll give the values. I want the gradient to be to right, and I'll give some RGBA value 15, 15, 15, and opacity to be 0.5, RGBA and I'll give white color 255 comma 255 comma 255 comma, on opacity to be 0.8 something 0.8, and I'll give one more value RGBA 7 comma 7 comma 7 comma 0.5, a light gray color. Now you can see the gradient color has appeared here. Come to index.html, copy this class and paste it here. Class, you have to write the dot, and for ID you have to write the hash symbol. Now inside this one I'll give the font size to be 70 pixel, text align center, padding top and bottom 50 pixel and left and right 0. I'll give font family, I'll copy from here, I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. Font family, I want dancing script, and text shadow, I'll copy this, Control C, and I'll paste it here, and instead of -4 click the alt symbol and take the multiple cursors, and I'll write 1 here. Save this. Now if I refresh, you can see my about this has been changed. The styles, I got the border in this color. I'll copy this title text, I'll paste it here, and I want to style the first letter, no, not line, I want to style the first letter. I'll give color as white, text shadow, I'll copy this, not this one, I'll copy this, I'll paste it here. Instead of 1 I want to give 4, just taking multiple cursors. And I'll give font size 150 pixel. Come here and refresh this. You can see the white color and the text shadow, that is border for the text, is in black and the text color is white. Come here, I'll copy this class, I'll paste the class here. For this I'll give display flex and align items to be center. You can see inside my about text I have 2 divs, 1, 2. Now these are in vertical. As soon as I refresh, it has come in horizontal because I have given display flex. Come here, I'll copy this class, I'll paste my class here, and for that, for my image I want flex basis to be 50%. It should take 50% of the width, and my text should take 50% of the width. I'll copy this, I'll paste it here, and for the image I'll give width to be 80%. Out of 100 I'm giving 80% for the image. Height 300 pixel, margin left 50 pixel, border radius 50 pixel. Save this. Now you can see the image. See, you can see the image here. It's like this because we have not given the flex basis for our text. So let's just give the flex basis for text. Come here, I'll copy this class, I'll paste my class here, and for that I'll copy this flex basis and I'll paste it here. Save this. See, now if you refresh, you can see this has taken the 50% and this has taken the 50%. Our image has taken 80% of 100%. Now I'll copy this class, I'll paste it here, and inside that I want to style my paragraph. I'll copy the font family from here, this one, caution script. I'll paste it here. Margin right 50 pixel and font size I'll reduce it to 15 pixel. Default is 16. I have reduced to 1 pixel. 16 minus 1, that is 15. You can see my font family has been changed and my font size has been changed, and this has taken the margin right 50 pixel. Now I'll style my first letter of my paragraph. I'll copy this font family. I'll copy this font family, Control C, and I'll paste it here. I'll just remove what is this font family. I'll give the color as RGBA. I'll give some value 253, 4, 158, and the opacity to be 0.5. Font size 60 pixel. Text shadow, I'll copy this one, paste it here. Change it to 2. Control S, save. Now just look at the first letter of this paragraph. See, it is been changed. I'll copy this, I'll paste it here, and I want to style the first line. I'll copy the same font family, I'll paste it here. I'll give the color as black. Text shadow, I'll copy this, I'll paste it here. Instead of 2, I will change it to 1. I'll change the color to white. Click Alt key and take multiple cursors. F. Now the text shadow is in white color. Font size 20 pixel. Font weight I'll give as bold. Save this. You can see the font, you can see the text shadow and the font family is being changed. I have too much of text here so that it's overflowing. I'll just remove some text from here. Now you can see our home page is ready and our about us page is ready. Now let's create the flavors. Below this section I'll write one comment. Now I'll create one section. I'll give my section ID as flavors. Here I'll copy this because I want the same style. I'll paste it here and I'll change here. Save. Now after refreshing, you can see my flavors have come and the same style has been applied because the class title text is same for this one. Now below this I'll write one image tag. I'll give the image location, images slash something like i7. I'll give the class as flavored image. Save this, refresh. You can see the image here. Now below this I'll create one div container and I'll give the class as flavor container. Inside that I will create some divs so that all my flavors will come inside that one div, and I'll give the class name as flavor box. Inside this I want one image and I'll give the image path. Something. I'll create one h2 tag and I'll give some chocolate cone. Save this. You can write something cone. You can see the image has come here. Now let's style this one. I'll copy this ID, come to style.css. I'll write one comment here. I'll paste my ID, and for my ID I'll give width as 100%. Now inside that ID I want my image, this one, flavor image. I'll copy that here and I'll paste it here. I'll give the width of my image to be 80%, height 90%, margin from top and bottom 0 and from left and right 135 pixel, border radius. You can give any styles of your choice, 150 pixel. Save this. Now you can see our image is like this. As soon as I refresh, you can see the image has come in the middle. It has taken the left and the right margin. Come to index.html, copy this container and paste the container class here. For this, before that I will just copy this entire container and I'll paste it here. Save this. Now after I refresh, you can see the two images below of each other. So here I'll give display flex. I'll show you the output. As soon as I give display flex, you can see the images have come in the horizontal. I got the scroll bar here in horizontal way. I'll give justify content space around and flex wrap to be wrap. Because I have given flex wrap, it has taken, the images are very large. I'll reduce the image size. Come to index.html and copy this, paste the class here. For that I'll give box shadow 2 pixel horizontal, 2 pixel vertical, 15 pixel blur, and the color of the shadow is my variable what I have written. Margin I'll give top as 0, right 50 pixel, 40 pixel from bottom and around 35 pixel from left. Border radius 20 pixel. Save this. You can see the box shadow has come here for each of my container box and the boxed radius. Whenever I hover on my image, I want it should move above, so I'll add the transition property. I'll paste the class here, and whenever I hover on that, I want transform translate y. I want it should move minus 9 pixel above, and I want to change my box shadow. I'll just copy this one, I'll paste the box shadow here, and I'll change the color to black. Refresh this. You can see it's going very fast, so I'll add here transition property. Transition, I'll give this transform value, and after every 4 seconds it should move. Now see, it's moving slowly above. Now let's reduce the image size. I'll copy this, I'll paste it here, and inside that I want to reduce my image size. I'll give width as 250 pixel, height 250 pixel. I'll give border top left radius 20 pixel. Save this. See, I have got the border radius here, so I should give here now right. I'll just copy this and I'll paste it here. I'll give right. See, here I don't have the radius. Now I got the radius for the right side. Now I'll style my heading. Copy this and I'll style my H2. For that I'll give text align to be center. See, now my heading is on the left. Now it is on the center. I'll just change the images. If you want, you can give object fit to be cover or contain anything. You will get the image, but the image size is larger. Contain, yeah, you got this one. Now just come here and copy this, or paste it 8 times. Save this. You can see the boxes. If I hover on this, this is getting changed. Just change the image and the titles. I'll change the image names. Now you can see different images have come here. I'll just change this 5th one. This is 1, this is 2, this is, yeah. I'll just change to 9. I have not given. So now different images have come. You just change the headings from here. I'm not going to change. Let it be like this. If you want, you just change it out. Our flavor, but it's not getting. I'll copy this ID and I will paste it here. Now if I click flavors, see, it's getting redirected to flavors. Home, about us, and flavors. You can see the shadow effect and the transition effect here. Now let's style our articles. Below this section, I'll create one comment and I'll write articles. I'll create one section. I'll give the ID as articles. Inside that, I'll copy this div container, I'll paste it here, and I'll change my heading to articles. Save this. You can see this one, flavors. Now I'll refresh this. You can see my articles have, the text of articles have come. I'll create one div and I'll give the class name as article container. Inside that I will create 3-4 divs. I'll give the class name as article box. I'll write one image. I'll give the path for the image. Inside one paragraph tag, I'll write some dummy text. You can see the image and the text. This style has been applied because I have styled the paragraph tag here. For paragraphs, I have given the styles. It will be applied to all the paragraphs. Copy this articles ID, come to style.css, write one comment here. I'll paste my ID. I'll copy this background color from here, this one, Control C, and I will paste it here. I'll give padding bottom, (20 pixel). Save this. Now you can see the gradient color here. Copy this article container and paste the class here. For that, I'll give width as 90% and margin I'll give it as auto, so that it will come in the middle. So you can see the width is 90% and the margin is auto. Clearly see the right and left has been equally divided. Okay. Now come to index.html, copy this article box and paste the class here. For that, I'll give display flex so that my text and the image will come horizontal. Align items center and margin top 40 pixel. You can see my text has come here and my image is here. Now copy this, paste it here, and inside that I want to style my image. For image, I'll give flex basis to be 50%, width as 80% of that percent, height 300 pixel. I'll give object fit as contain. Save this. Now you can see our image here and the text is here. It's not taking 50% because I have not given the flex basis for my text. I'll paste my article box and I'll style my text. For that, I'll give flex basis to be 50% and font family I'll copy from here, this one. I'll paste the font family here. Now you can see it has taken 50% and it has taken 50% and my font family has been changed. Now I will give hover effects to my image. I'll paste here and I'll give hover effect. I'll give transform translate property. From here I'll copy this one, I'll paste it here, and I want should move below, so I'll give 19 pixel. And box shadow, I'll change the color, RGB, I'll give some values 250 comma 247 comma 247, white color. Refresh this. See, now if I hover, I'm getting this box shadow, and it's very soon it's going down. So I'll give the transition property. I'll just copy this one and I will paste it here. You can see it's going a bit slow. Okay, now come to index.html. now copy this container, paste it 3 times, and I'll give in the zigzag direction. Now image is here, I'll bring the image down. Here image is up, here this image I'll bring below the paragraph. You can see the images and the text article here. Just change the images. You can see the images have been changed, and this is my hover effect on each image. Now I'll just write the ID. We are getting this flavors, about us, home, and articles. You can see the styles have been automatically applied because I have given the paragraph tag and I have styled it before the paragraph tag. Now we are done with articles. Now let's create our book. Now I'll write one comment and I'll give the comment as booking. I'll create one section and I'll give the ID as booking. Inside that I'll copy this, I'll paste it here, and I'll change the title to place your order. Save this. Now refresh. You can see place your order has come here. Now below this I'll create one div and I'll give the class name as order container. Inside that one I'll create one form. Okay, action I'll leave it as empty. Here I'll create one div and I'll give the class name as order box. Inside that one input tag, and the type is text, placeholder I'll give it as enter your name. Save this. Refresh. You can see our input box here and the placeholder has come. So in the same way I'll copy this 1 2 3. I paste it 3 times, and here I'll change the type to email, and placeholder I'll give it as enter email address. Okay, here type I'll give as number, and here I'll write as enter your mobile number. Save this. Now you can see I don't have space at the bottom. Now I'll copy this ID. I'll come to style.css. I'll write one comment as booking. I'll paste my ID here and I'll give padding bottom 40 pixel. Now if I refresh, you can see some space here. Come to index.html, copy this order container and paste it here. For that I'll give width 60%, margin auto, border 1 pixel, solid and white. Background, I'll copy this background from here, this one, copy this, Ctrl C, and I will paste it here. I'll give box shadow 2 pixel horizontal, 2 pixel vertical, 15 pixel blur, and I want black color. Save this. Now you can see the gradient color, the box shadow and the border is white. I'll copy this class. I'll paste my class here. For that I'll give margin 30 pixel from top and bottom and right and left 0. Now if you see, you will get the space. See, you got the space top and bottom. I'll give text align center. See, it has come in center. Now inside, copy this order box class, paste it here, and inside that I want to style my input fields. For that I'll give width 70% of 100%, margin I'll give it as auto so that it will come in the middle, border radius 50 pixel, padding I'll give around 17 or 18 pixel, border none. You can give any styles of your choice, outline none, box shadow I'll copy this, I'll paste it here. I'll change the color to where my navbar color. Save this. You can see the styles have been applied. I have got the box shadow of that color, border radius, padding, and the width I got 60%, 70%, and the margin is auto. Come to index.html. Below this div container, I'll create one more div and I'll give the class name as order button. Inside that I'll create two buttons, and inside that I want anchor tag. Okay, I'll bring this button down and here I'll give flavors. Whenever I click on that button, I should be redirected to flavors, and here I'll give it as articles. Inside anchor tag, I'll write here book now, and here I will write it as read more. Save this. Come here and refresh this. You can see two buttons here. Let's style our buttons. Copy this order button class and paste it here. Width 70%, margin auto, margin top 30 pixel, text align, you can see our buttons here. Copy this class, paste it here, and I want to style my buttons. See the width, and I have got the margin. Display inline block, border radius I'll copy from here, paste it here, outline and border none, box shadow I'll copy from here, save this. Now you can see the box shadow and book now. If I click on book now, it is redirecting to flavors, and if I click on read more, it is redirecting to articles. I'll give the hover effect on this. I'll copy this, I'll paste it here, and I'll give hover effect. Now I'll copy this transition from here, I'll paste it here. I will give this one, I want it to move above, -10, and I'll change the box shadow color to be black, save this, refresh. See, you can see it's going above and my box shadow color is getting changed, but it's very fast, so I'll give the transition, this one, transition transform that is 4 seconds. Now refresh this. Now you see it's going very slow. Now let's style our anchor tag. Copy this, paste it here, and for my anchor tag I'll give font family. I'll copy this and I'll paste my font family here. Text decoration to be none, font size 22 pixel, color I'll give my variable name, that is my navbar color. I'll give text shadow, I'll copy the text shadow from here, this one, and I'll paste it here. I'll change this 2 to 1, bring multiple cursors by clicking on the Alt key, remove and write 1. Now I'll give letter spacing. You are not bound to my styles, you can take any styles, you can give any styles of your choice. Save this. Now you can see it has been changed, the font family has been applied, and I got the borders, everything is changed now. Now I want some animation for the text, so here I'll here and here click on Alt and take multiple cursors, span tag. Now I'll style my span tag. I'll copy this entire thing, I'll paste it here, and I'll write my span. For that I'll give position as absolute, position relative to my button. I'll give top 0, right 0, background color I'll give my variable name 50%, height 100%, border radius 50 pixel, and save this. Now you can see the span tag here, but it's front. I'll give z index -1. And see, now it's behind, but whenever you hover it's coming. This z index -1, I'll write it here also in my button. I'll just copy this, I'll paste it here, and whenever I'll hover on my button, I want the width of the span tag to be 100% and height also to be 100%. Inside my span, I'll give transition with 0.4 seconds. Even after I refresh, this animation is not getting affected. Okay, here I have to give z index as 1. Now let's just refresh it. Yeah, see, the animation is working, but our text color is not getting changed. So I'll just change my text color. I'll copy this, and below this anchor tag I'll paste it here. Whenever I hover on the button, I want my text color should be changed to white. Whenever I see, it's getting changed, but it's getting changed very quickly. So I'll add the transition here. Transition I want to add to color property, and for around 0.4s. Now you can see the color is getting changed very quickly. Now if I refresh, see, the color is changing after 4 seconds. Come to index.html. Now copy this ID and paste the ID here. Now you can see our home page is ready. About us, flavors, you can see this animation, and articles, and book now. Place your order. You can enter your name, enter email address. If you click on book now, flavors will be redirected, and if you click on read more, articles will be redirected. Now let's style our footer. Below this I'll write one comment, and I'll write as footer. I'll create one section, and I'll give the ID as footer. I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. I'll change this heading. I'll change the heading, and I'll write as visitors. Save. You can see this visitors here. Now below this I'll create one div, and I'll give the class name as footer container. Inside this I'll create two divs into 2, and for each div I'll give the class name. For this I'll give footer left, and for this one I'll copy this class, I'll paste it here, and I'll give footer right. Now inside footer left I'll create one div, and I'll give the class name as footer text, footer left text. Inside that I'll give one paragraph tag. I'll give Monday to or like this you can write Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. I'll give some icon. FA clock. This is the icon name. Save this. Now you can see this Monday. This style has come because of that one. You can't see the icon because we have not linked our icon link. So come here and just type font awesome W3 school and you will get this one. Copy this link and paste it here. Now come to website. Now you can see the clock icon here. I'll come down. I'll copy this. I'll paste it here and here I'll give map. My icon name I'll give as map marker. Save this. You can see the map icon and the map symbol here. Now inside my footer right container I will create one div and I'll give the same name as footer left text so that I can apply the same styles. Inside this I'll create one paragraph and I'll give the paragraph name as call us, and I'll create one icon. I'll give the class name as phone. fa phone. This is my icon and I will copy this. I'll paste it here and I will change this to no more, and I'll change my class name to paper plane. Save this. Now you can see callers, no more, and the icons here. And inside my footer container I have footer left, footer right, and now here I'll create one more div inside my footer container itself and I give the class name as footer address. And inside this one I'll create one paragraph and I'll give some dummy text around 10 to 15. I'll give 15. Save this. Now you can see the address here. Copy my container class. I want all my address in horizontal rows, so I'll write one comment here as footer, and below this I'll paste my container class, and for that I'll give display flex, display to be flex, align items center, and justify content space around, justify content space around. Now if you look at this, all will come in horizontal row. See, this left, this is right, and this is the address. Come to index.html. Now copy this footer left text, footer left text. I want my text and icon to be in the same line. See, now I have text here and the icon here. I want that should be in the same line, so I'll paste it here and I'll give here display flex and align items. I'll copy from here and I'll paste it here. Now if you see, my icons and the text will come in the same line. So you can see my text and the icons are in the same line. Now I'll style my icon. I'll paste here. For that, FA class, I'll take the icon class. You can see this one, FA class, because it's same for all the icons. And I'll give font size 25 pixel, margin left so that it will not be stuck there, 20 pixel. Color, I'll give my variable name, that is navbar color. I'll give the text shadow. I'll copy this text shadow from here. I'll paste it here. This is font size. Save this. You can see my font size has been increased. My text color has been changed for the icons. Now inside this footer container, I want to change my footer left style. I'll paste the class here. I'll copy this footer left. I'll paste it here. Okay, I'll just remove this one. You can see there is no space, so I'll give margin left 50 pixel. Now you can see some space. And also for the address, this one, footer address, I'll copy this class, I'll paste it here. For this I'll give margin right, copy this, paste it here and give margin right. Now you will get the space from here, from the right side. See, you can see space here and space here. Now copy this, paste it here, comma, copy this, paste it here, comma, again paste it here and change the address, footer address to footer right. And for each one of this I'll give flex basis to be 33.3%, so that it will take equal spaces. See, it has taken the equal space. It has taken 33.3% of the width. Come to index.html. Here I'll create one div and I'll give the class name as links. I'll create 6 icons into 6, and for each I'll give the class name as FA. I'll just bring it down. Okay, for first icon I'll give FA Twitter. Second one, FA Facebook. Third, FA YouTube. Fourth, FA Instagram. Now I'll refresh this. You can see our icons say Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn and Google. Copy this class. This is inside my section footer container itself, and paste the link class here. I'll give margin top 50 pixel, text align to be center, font size 30 pixel. Now you can see our icons here, the font size has been increased and they have come in center, and the margin top is 50 pixels, so I have got the space here. Now I'll change my icons, Control V, and I want to change the style of icons. I'll give the color, that is my variable name. Text shadow I'll copy from here, I'll paste it here. margin right 20 pixel, padding I'll give 10 pixel. Save this. Now you can see I have got the margin right, padding I have also got this one. Text color, that is icon colors, have been changed. Now I'll give some hover effects. Copy this and paste it here. I'll give color, box shadow I'll copy from the title text. From here I'll copy this text shadow, sorry, and I'll come to last here. I'll paste it here and save this. Now you can see the hover effect, this is getting changed. I'll add some animation, that is transition. I'll add here transform, translate X, move in the left direction 16 pixel. Save this. See, now if it's moving to left, but it's moving very quickly, so I'll add here transition for the transform property. I'll give 0.6. Now see, it's moving slowly. Now come to index.html and copy this ID, paste the ID here, refresh this, and see, this is the home page, the styles, everything you can see. This is about us page, this is the flavors page. You can see this animation effect, it's moving above. You can just change the text here. This is the articles, you can see the animation effect, and the text style and the font family has been changed. This is the book now, just write the name. If you click on book now, you will be redirected to flavors. Select the flavors. If you click on read more, you will be redirected to articles. Now this is the contact page, this is the timing, these are the icons, and these are the social icons. You can see the effects here, and also this animation effect on the buttons. This is a complete website, and thank you so much for watching this.